It is now week 2 of the Raikou event and it's 4 AM of the Monday, and just like last week, I'm going to demonstrate to you guys and go through all the steps of the changeover of the island once again. Few things we all wanted to know: whether we're going to get any sneaky snacking, number 1, which happened last week to some of the players, and we speculated whether that would happen for week 2, and we want to know whether by using E-zzz travel ticket, the island strength will reset. So hopefully our island strength will start at Ultra 4 for week 2 and actually maintain Ultra 4. And to do this, just to be sure, I'm going to use my ult to test first. So here we are at my ult account, and I haven't touched it for a whole week, so there should be a lot of sneaky snacking even as I carry over to the new week. So this is what I ended the first week of the Raikou event. I didn't actually play on this account except just to get it into the first week of the Raikou event. And now let's change island. We should be getting some new text from Professor Neroli. This is my new week's berry roll, and indeed Neroli does tell me, whoa, this is surprising. Snorlax is bigger than usual. Maybe Raikou's activity in the area has influenced Snorlax too. This Snorlax ought to make your sleep research more effective right from the start of the week. Now normally I'd reroll those berries because I don't have good farmers for fighting and dragon type, but I'm going to do it for this account anyway, just to make sure that we can reroll our berries without affecting our Ultra 4 start. Now I didn't get any sneaky snacking, so it looks like that was just a bug that only affected the first week of the event. Since I haven't opened the app for so long, like 5 or 6 days, I expected some sneaky snacking. Alright, so let's use the E-zzz travel ticket. Here we go. And I'm going to pick Greengrass Isle again. So the reason why I'm doing this on my alt account is so that if something goes wrong, my main account is not affected. And my berries have rerolled, and we do start from Ultra 4. So it's absolutely okay to use your E-zzz travel ticket. And now onto my main account. I'm going to change to the new island. I am currently tracking sleep with my Pokemon Go++, so I'm changing island in the middle of doing that. And just for testing purposes, I'm going to put on Riolu incense before changing over the island. What that allows me to do is to just double check whether the app actually deletes my incense or whether it moves my incense back into my bag should I change island while the incense is still on the log thingy over here. So you can see that I've got my Riolu incense on. I've only got one Riolu incense, and I'm going to change my research site, and hopefully the Riolu incense will actually go back into my bag. The warning here says the incense will be removed, but that could mean that it's removed and put back into my bag, or just completely removed from the game. Got my area bonus to 50%, and fingers crossed I get some good berry rolls. This is what I ended last week with, Master 19. So we're gonna choose Greengrass Isle for week 2 of the event. Here are my berry rolls. Fire and flying are not my preferred berries, so I might have to re-roll that. As you can see, my highest level Pokemon for fire type is just Charmander, Charizard, but it's not even a berry finding, so I'm gonna struggle if I stick with this berry. So I will use my E-zzz travel ticket now, and that should still keep my Ultra 4 status at the start of the week. Now I'll be repeating this process with Piggy's account. Piggy's gone to sleep in a moment. It shouldn't be too different, but Piggy's account is a free-to-play account, so if you like to watch Piggy's account, you'll get to see that in the second part of this video. Okay, so we're gonna change to Greengrass Isle again. This time getting grass and fighting, which isn't too bad because I do have a Meganium, but it's not my strongest berry farmer. And the fact that I got salads makes Meganium's ingredient drops not as powerful because my Meganium does honey and cacao. However, I do have some other decent options here with Victory Bell and also Venusaur. But my preference is still ice or water berry if possible. So I'm gonna do it one more time just to see if I can get lucky enough. If I were short on E-zzz travel tickets though, I would have accepted a grass type berry typing because of my Meganium. Okay, it got worse. I don't have a good normal berry farmer, and again, flying is not my preferred berry. I do have a Ditto that does leak, but it is not a berry specialist, so I'm gonna try again. Now, after you use your sleep points E-zzz travel ticket, it does start to get a bit expensive because each travel ticket is 150 diamonds. Psychic and Rock, also not my preferred berries. I could use Gardevoir for the Psychic berry, but that still doesn't solve the berry problem. Maybe I should have stuck with the grass type berry. I'm starting to regret it now. I've got one more easy travel ticket before I have to spend some diamonds. Alright, give me water or ice berries, I'd be happy to stop. If it gives me grass again, I'll stop. Oh, it gave me the same berries. Normal and Psychic. I am now resorting to pay to win methods. And let's change island again. Come on, come on. Give me something good. Dragon. Oh, Dragon. I don't have a good Dratini yet. But at least this time it's synergistic between the grassberry and desserts and drinks. It actually makes sense because my Meganium can do cacao and honey. So Bayleaf will carry hard on the grassberries this week. There's not much use for tomatoes and potatoes for desserts, so these two will be largely useless. Venusaur does have some honey as well, but my Venusaur mostly does tomatoes. But before I change my team members, and this is why I have a step-by-step guide written right next to me, is before I change them, I need to feed the berries and also cook the meal. Otherwise, I'll lose the production on the Pokemon. So now that I've decided to settle, I'm going to feed the berries. Got a Wiggly trigger. Now normally you would do the meal before you do Wiggly's trigger. That would overall provide you with a little bit more heals under the right circumstances. However, I do plan to do one more thing. I want to time travel one more time. Now, if you don't mind time traveling, currently it does look like there is a bug that allows you to have a dinner that has the Sunday boost. Our previous understanding is that you can't get the Sunday boost once you've changed site and moved into a new week. As you can see here, my max up doesn't include the Sunday boost expanded pot, but if you change time to anywhere between 12 AM to 4 AM of the Monday, which is actually, according to the game, Sunday, you can actually get the expand pot, but not before 12 AM. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to change the time zone. So I'm now in a region where it is currently 1 AM. I'll still be on the new island because I've already changed, but according to our current theory, and this might be just a bug, I will get the Sunday boost. Indeed, I have the 20% end of week bonus, and I get an end of week bonus expand pot, which will go towards the new week. Alright, fingers crossed for a Sunday crit, which will be 3 times, and that will be a huge bonus to the start of the new week, week 2 of the Raikou event week. Fingers crossed. No crit. That's alright, I still got the Sunday bonus, which is still a significant amount to boost the second week. Just 40,000 instead of 120,000 in strength. And that will take me, I think, to master, oh, not quite, Ultra 5. And now collecting the rest of the ingredients that I couldn't collect before because my bag was full. And this will be my team for now. I may or may not change out the WoW bonus. But what I will do is I'll change in Venusaur so that I can use my Helper Whistles and fill up my bag. Only 2 Helper Whistles to use this week, and the reason why I decided to change out the healer, well, first of all, it's not favorite berry, but also because skills don't trigger with Helper Whistles. So you either put in an ingredient or a berry specialist depending on what you need more of. And we're going to do that one more time. Now, last week at this point, I also dumped all of my energy pillows. I'm now out of energy pillows, but you can also use energy pillows to help start off your week stronger. Because in the middle of the night, your Pokemon may have low energy if you haven't already synced your sleep data. So my base team for week 2 is this, and I may change out WoW bonus depending on what I need during the week. Oh, and while we're here, we wanted to check if I actually got my Riolu incense back. So I did in fact get my Riolu incense back, because the game did say it would remove my incense, but it wasn't clear on whether that would just delete the incense or if it would put it back in the bag. And I'm glad that it just puts it back in the bag if you manage to change your island before you actually sync data, so you don't need to worry about that anymore. I was wrong last week thinking that they had actually deleted my incense. When I wake up later today, you will see me doing a session with Dedenne incense and Luck incense this time. No Raikou incense for my Sunday sleep. Now what we can also see is that the missions for Raikou for week 2 has not yet started. This one is just a weekly mission, which we normally get anyway. What time does that actually start? I'm not exactly sure. And also let's take a look at the event exchange. And we don't yet see the week 2 event exchange just yet. So what time that actually drops, again, I'm not sure. And looks like I'm going to hit Master 2 to start the week off after all of these berries are eaten. All right, now let's head over to Piggy's account. All right, so Piggy's asleep, so I'll be doing this for her. She ended the week with a very respectful Master 17. Her area bonus is now 60%. These were her stats. And we're going to pick Green Grass Isle. So Piggy's got different favorite berries that she prefers. Let's see if we can land some. That is Fighting Berry and Steel Berry. That is not good. Steel is not good. She does have a good Beware, but I think she might have to change berries. But she's free to play. I don't know if we have enough travel tickets for her. Let's go on over to check her Pokemon and see what she has. We're going to filter for Snorlax's favorite berries only. And the only one that is kind of useful besides the electric spawns is Cornelius. But my concern is Cornelius without berry finding S may not take her very far. Corn is still very good. And I'm still wondering why she hasn't unlocked level 30 Corn. But I think if she has a ticket, I'm going to give it a go to reroll her berries because Steel Berries is one of the worst you could get. Unless for some reason you found a really good Steelix already. She does have 2 easy travel tickets. I'm so glad. I wasn't actually sure she had one. That's great. All right, let's give it a go. I don't think we can get much worse than those rolls. So anything would be an improvement at this point. All right, here we go. Grass and Fighting. Cornelius, so that Cornelius can stay on the team. Grass, let me see. I think Piggy has a helping bonus. Meganium? Yes, she does have an invested Meganium, and so that would actually prove to be useful this week. And she can swap in for Cornelius anytime she needs Corn. So it's not bad. Most of her power will come from her Raikou anyway. Her Raikou has been carrying her since the start of the game. She didn't get lucky and get desserts though, so the cacao is not as good. The cacao that drops from Meganium, but I think we are good to leave it at that, especially considering she only has 1 easy travel ticket left. Being free to play, this is where you have to draw the line. So I'm happy with that. Let's take her back an hour and cook that Sunday bonus meal. So now that our berries are set, let's collect all her ingredients from her Pokemon. We'll need to change out that Raticate in a moment. We're gonna cook Ninja Curry for Piggy with the Sunday bonus. 30% chance to crit, and also expanded pot to 171 ingredients, and no crit as well. 33,000 to start the week off, which is still not bad at all. Now at this point, I'm pretty sure Piggy will want to use Helper Whistles, but we've got the rest of Monday to use them. There's no rush in using the Helper Whistles right now, so she'll be playing her own game after this. But just for your reference, this will be the team that Piggy will go to sleep with. I know she likes her Charizard because it provides her with a lot of ingredients, mostly sausages, so she won't want that to be on 0 health, but once she wakes up, she'll probably change out that Charizard for Cornelius. Good luck with your week 2 of the Raikou event, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below, or come to my Discord and ask me there. And don't forget that you can support the channel by becoming a YouTube member.